How's it going? Waning Donuts here. Um, you clicked on the video, so you're here for tutorial for Song of Storms from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play a song for you. Second, just gonna get into nitty-gritty information, some G-Wiz stuff for maybe the few of you that don't know. And then I'm gonna get into the tutorial. So if you want to just skip ahead to the tutorial after the song, that's fine. I'll have timestamps in the description. But let's start with the song. Alright, that was the song. So yeah, the tutorial is going to show you the main tune melody and also the bass drums if you want. And I have them separated, so if you don't want the bass drums and you don't want a continuous loop, then you don't have to do that. But I think now it's going to be time to go learn you something. Hopefully. Alright, so behind me I have just a small crude setup of note blocks with different blocks underneath to show you guys the each instrument a note block can make. So first off, we have dirt. Dirt makes a harp sound, and also air makes the same harp sound. Wood makes a bass guitar or a double bass. Easy enough. Stone makes bass drum. Sand is a snare. Glass is a hi-hat. Wool is a guitar. Clay is a flute. Gold block is a bell. Packed ice is a chime. Iron block is a xylophone. Bone block is a xylobone. Soul sand is a cowbell. Emerald is like a retro 8-bit gaming old school sound. Hay bell is a banjo. And last but not least, glowstone is like a electric piano. So the cool thing about Java is you don't really have to memorize that, because if you press F3 and look right here, it'll show you what each one plays: harp, bass, bass drum, snare, hi-hat, guitar. See, just like that. Super simple. And now let's move on to the tutorial. Alright, so on to the tutorial. First things first, shopping list. What are you going to need? I have this split up. This right here is only required if you're going to be doing the bass drum. If not, don't worry about it. You're going to need 129 or 172 note blocks in total. You're going to need 55 redstone or 100 redstone repeaters, or 100 redstone repeaters if you do the bass line. You're going to need 43 of any wool, 43 of any wood, and 43 clay blocks. The red concrete and the black concrete are just to help lay out the pattern of the song itself. Makes it look good, it makes it a lot easier to place. If you are going to do that, especially in a survival world, you're going to need 59 of whatever block you're designating for your redstone. I prefer red concrete or red wool. And then 212 filler blocks that go into the room. If you're building it like underground, you don't have to worry about the filler blocks, but I would definitely recommend the red so you understand the flow of the song itself. And then you add this stuff too. You need an extra 117 for the, if you're going to do the bass drum, you need an extra 44, and then you need 43 stone for the bass drum. So that is what we're going to be using. Once you get all that situated, continue playing the video and we'll start the tutorial. Alright, so I'm stupid. I forgot to mention these 4 things right here. Well, 5. So, the pistons and the redstone torch are only required if you're going to be doing the bass line. The button is to start it. You can start it any way you want. You can use a daylight sensor, so every morning plays a song, or whenever it goes to nighttime, or if you're really smart and really good at the game, you can make it so every time it starts raining. I don't know, that'd be cool. And then the redstone dust is irrelevant 100% if you're not doing a bass line. Redstone dust is only to connect the end back to the beginning and to the bass line. So it's like, that's why I like kind of have it in the middle, because it's for both if you just do the bass line. But if you're not doing the bass line, you don't need it. And same with the torch. Like all this stuff you don't need if you're not doing the bass line or making it an infinite loop. So yeah, with that, got all your materials ready. We can go ahead and start the tutorial. Lucky for us, it's right here. So this is going to be the layout of the song. I put iron blocks around so it's easier for you guys to count. Feel free to pause it. The top is 20 by 20, the bottom is 13 by 17, so total it is 38. 20 plus 17 plus 1, 38 by 20. So yeah, go ahead, feel free, pause it and lay this out, and then once you get it laid out, it'll make sense in a little bit. But basically the red, like I was mentioned earlier, is the direction that your redstone signal is going to be traveling along the music blocks, which will then cause them to play or whatever. And it makes it really confusing if you don't have this trail. Same with the bass line as well. But yeah, so we can go ahead and start setting our repeaters down. First things first, just like with the note blocks, if you press F3 and look in the same spot right here, let me delay right here. So when I say 2 or 4, I'm not saying click it 2 or 4 times. I'm saying that's what the delay is. The delay is automatically 1. So if I need a delay of 2, just click it once, and it says right there delay of 2. So with that out of the way, we can go ahead and start placing down our repeaters. I'm gonna go kind of slow. I'm gonna try to make it so you don't have to keep pausing it, because I know Minecraft Java is like, if you click out of it, it minimizes and it's just a hassle and a pain. So I'm gonna try to go as slow as I can so you don't have to continue to pause it. But even then, at the end, maybe even in the description, I'll have a link to a picture, or I'll just put it in a video of a cheat sheet of each block, and it'll give you the number, so you can just go off of that if you get too far behind and you get frustrated from pausing. But let me stop rambling and let's start saying numbers out loud. First one is going to be a 2. The second one, a 2. And then a double 4. And then a 2. 2. double 4, double 3, two, 2, 2, and you guessed it, 2. You're going to get this one wrong though. 2, and then a double 4. Another 4. A double 2. Or you can do 3, 1, 4, and a redstone dust, it doesn't matter. 2, 2, a triple 4, a 4, a 4, a 2, a 1, and another 1, and then a triple 4, a 2, another 2, and then a double 4, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4. And that is the main melody. Now, the bass line, drum section, super simple, super easy. They're all 4, every single one of them. So you just fill this in as 4. When you get over here to this corner, you can either put the repeater right here, or right here, or if you want, you can make both of those 2 and just fill them with redstone dust. That's an extra repeater. You just make that one 4 and then have redstone dust like that. But yeah, so you don't need to use more resources than you need to, I guess. Logic, English is hard. So yeah, so fill those in, and then I will be right back after I have done the same. Alright, so I got all the repeaters filled in. Hopefully you do too if you made it this far. The next step is going to be placing the note blocks themselves. So what I'm going to do, little, not really a secret, but the thing about this specific song is all 3 are going to be tuned to the same number of clicks. So I'm only going to do 1. I'm only going to do the wood in the middle. And I'm actually not going to do it. I'm just going to place it, say the number out loud, put it on the screen. Hopefully give you enough time. It's probably not going to happen. You're probably going to have to pause during this one, and I apologize, but like I said, there's going to be a cheat sheet at the end. You can use that if you want. So, actually, yeah, no, let's just get started. Alright, so the first one is going to be 8. You're going to click it 8 times. Oh, and a little trick right here. If you're looking at a note block, it'll tell you how many times it's been tuned. So it's at 8. That's what I mean by that. Press F3, makes this way easier. Next one is going to be 11. The next one is going to be 20. And I should also point out that when this note block gets powered, it sends power once to each side. So like right here, this one is not going to power this one, and that is also not going to power this one. So just don't be worried that these two are touching or anything. It's fine. So then after that, this next one, the fourth one, is 8. Next one is 11. The next one is 20. The first corner is 22. Next one is 23. The next one is 22. And the next one after that, 23. The next one after that, 22. And then 18. Next, 15. And then another 15. And then 8. Next one will be 11. The next one will be 13. The one after that will be 15. The one after that will also be 15. And then an 8. An 11. And a 13. I just want to reiterate, all three that are connected are the same. So I'm placing 1, but you place 3 and do all 3 numbers the same. On the corner, like I said, it only powers once to each side, so that's why they're diagonal like that. And they never interfere with each other, so it's fine. We'll carry on. This one is a 10. And then 8. $11. 20. And again, 8. 11. 20. 22. 23. 22. 23. 22. 18. 15. 15. 8, 11, 13, 15, 15, and last, an 8. So you should have 43 note blocks on top of wood, 43 note blocks on top of clay, and 43 note blocks on top of wool. 129, all tuned to the same number in their triplets. So now that those are done, you can test it out. Easiest way to test it out is put a redstone dust right in front of here, put stone or something on top of it, button, push it. Obviously I didn't tune mine, so it's whatever. And just like that, it was done. So now we're going to be doing this base. So all of these set to 4, and it ends the same time that ends. It's the same beat count. So what I did, so obviously there's going to be note blocks going in here. You can leave it on 0. It's fine, because between 0 and 8 there's not a big difference, but I put all of mine to 8. So if you don't like the way the 0 sounds, put them all on 8. If you don't like the way that sounds, I mean, you can really do whatever. I mean, you don't even have to do to the beat. You can like skip like every 4th one if you wanted. So like 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what that sounds like. Did I do these repeaters backwards? No? Kind of sounds like a queen. So yeah, so you don't have to do every single one. You can skip around. This song is very friendly with this bass line to be able to experiment, change it to however you want. So that was the way 0 sounded. So you can change it. You can make it go higher. You can put it on all the way up to 24 if you want, and you can like go up like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? A whole lot of room for experimentation on this bass line. So let me go ahead. Actually, yeah, let me go ahead and finish mine, and then I will come right back to you, and then I'll show you how to connect them with the piston, and then that's pretty much it. So I'll be right back after I finish mine. Alright, real quick, I'm just gonna throw up the cheat sheet on screen. It's going to be kind of self-explanatory. It's going to be the same layout as the actual ground beneath the note blocks and redstone and stuff. And it's going to have numbers. Where the note block should be, it's going to be an 8, 11, a 20, a 13, a 22. And where the repeaters are going to be, it's going to be a 2, a 4, or 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. I'm pretty sure this song uses all 4. So here's the cheat sheet. Good luck and have fun spreading the joy of Zelda in your world. Alright, so I got everything placed, and now you should too. I'm going to show you how to connect these two. So you can just bring a redstone line, a line of dust from this to here, lined up with this first corner, but don't put a redstone dust right here. What you can do is you can break that block and break the one below it and put a sticky piston. Like I said, if you don't have access to sticky pistons, you can use a regular piston and use a block affected by gravity, and it'll do the same. So what you're going to need to do is, next to that sticky piston, a redstone dust, a block, a repeater going into that block, not out of it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 redstone dust. And just put the lever right there, and that's it. Just like that. So when you play it, the redstone dust powers this block, which then powers those two repeaters, which then powers this again and that again. And both of these are set at 4, just because it goes with the song. And if you turn it off, when the power comes from here, it just stops. And there you have it. That is the Song of Storms from Ocarina of Time. If there's any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I could probably help you out. This was a lot of fun to make, and I would love to make more tutorials, so if there's any song requests, I did this myself just from sheet music, so if there's a song that you want in your world and there's no tutorial for it, hit me up and I'll make it and show you how and send it to you. But thanks for watching, and have a good day.